Most people think GRC is just one job. It's not. GRC has 3 distinct career levels, and if you don't understand the difference, you'll either apply to roles you're not ready for, or worse, you'll stay stuck at level 1 for 5 years, wondering why you're not getting promoted. I'm Professor Francis, Director of Career Placement at Excel Mind Cyber Institute. Before I ran career placement here, I spent years on the hiring side of GRC and cybersecurity, reviewing candidates, sitting in on interviews, watching good people get passed over for reasons that had nothing to do with their skills. That's why I know exactly where these things break down. And today, I'm going to fix the confusion you may have in 8 minutes. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which of the 3 levels you're currently at, what each one pays, and the specific moves that get you from one to the next. This is what we teach at Excel Mind Cyber Institute. We've helped hundreds of people navigate GRC careers. Most people don't fail because they lack skills. They fail because they don't understand what each level actually does and what it takes to move up. By minute 8, you'll know exactly where you are and where you're going. Let's start. Level 1, Analyst. This is where everyone starts. Job titles: GRC Analyst, Compliance Analyst, Risk Analyst, Auditor. 6 different titles for basically the same job. Welcome to cybersecurity, where nothing makes sense. What do you actually do at level 1? You participate in security projects. You don't lead them, you participate. Let me give you 2 real examples. Example 1, your company is building a new website. At level 1, you're in the meetings collecting documentation and reviewing the penetration test results. You're asking if this website encrypts customer data, who can access the admin panel, and are passwords stored securely. You're documenting the answers. That's level 1. Example 2, third-party risk management. Your company works with vendors. Someone needs to check if those vendors are secure. At level 1, you're sending questionnaires to vendors, following up, reading their security policies, and creating reports on what you found. You're not making the final decision, but you're doing the legwork. Notice the pattern? At level 1, you're not making big decisions. You're supporting the people who do. You're collecting information, organizing it, following up, documenting. That's the job. Skills you need? You need to know how to do risk assessments and how to read frameworks like ISO 27001, SOC 2, and NIST. You don't memorize them. You learn how to interpret them. Once you understand one framework, you understand them all. Salary at level 1, $65,000 to $85,000, depending on location and company size. Let me tell you about Marcus, former retail manager. No tech background. He followed our approach at Excel Mind Cyber Institute, built 3 mini projects, applied to GRC analyst roles, got hired at $72,000. 6 months in, he's running compliance audits and vendor assessments. Level 1, that's where he started. Now before I go to level 2, quick thing. Hit that like button if this is making sense. Then smash subscribe. We drop videos like this on cybersecurity regularly. The next one is about the biggest mistakes people make in GRC careers and how to avoid them. You don't want to miss that. Level 2, Manager. Job title: GRC Manager, Security Manager, Senior Consultant, Advisor. Different titles, same level. What changes at level 2? You stop participating. You start leading. Same projects as level 1, but now you're responsible for the outcome. Back to that website example. At level 2, you're leading the security review. You might have 2 or 3 level 1 analysts working under you. They're collecting documentation. You're reviewing it. They're asking questions. You're answering them. And when senior management asks if this website is secure, you're the one who answers. Your name is on it. Third-party risk management? At level 2, you're designing the process. How do we assess vendors? What's an acceptable risk? Level 1 analysts do the assessments. You review their work, make the final call, and present findings to executives. Big difference at level 2. You're making decisions. You're owning outcomes. You're managing people. You're presenting to executives. That's why the pay jumps. Skills you need? Everything from level 1 plus leadership. You need to know how to delegate, how to mentor junior analysts, and how to explain technical security to non-technical executives. That last one is huge. Your CFO doesn't care about encryption algorithms. They care about whether this will cost us money if it goes wrong. You translate technical risk into business risk. Salary at level 2, $100,000 to $150,000. Sometimes more expensive in high-cost cities. Level 3, Director, the big boss. Job titles: Director of Security, Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, VP of information security. This is the top. What changes at level 3? You're accountable for everything. That website project, if it gets hacked, that's on you. Those vendor assessments, if a vendor causes a breach, that's on you. At level 3, you're not doing the work. You're designing the strategy. You're deciding what gets prioritized. You're building the team. You're managing the budget. You're sitting in board meetings explaining cybersecurity risk to people who don't understand technology. You're also making hard calls. The business wants to launch a new product in 3 months. Your team says it needs 6 months to be secure. You're the one who tells the CEO we're either delaying launch or accepting significant risk. That's level 3. Skills you need? Everything from levels 1 and 2, plus strategy and politics. You need to understand business, not just security. You need to know how to build relationships with executives. You need to influence without authority. You need resilience because at level 3, something is always on fire. Salary at level 3? $180,000 to $350,000 and beyond. We know people making over $500,000 at this level, but not many people make it to level 3. Why? Because the jump from level 2 to level 3 is massive. Level 2 is about execution. Level 3 is about strategy and politics. And at level 3, half your job is navigating politics. Now the question you're asking, how do I actually progress? Not vague advice like work hard. I'm giving you specific steps. From level 1 to level 2, do 2 things. 1, become the go-to person at level 1. When someone has a question about compliance or risk assessments, they come to you first. 2, start taking on level 2 tasks. Volunteer to present findings to management. Ask to mentor new hires. Show you can handle it before you have the title. Timeline, 2 to 4 years if you're strategic. 5 to 7 if you're just showing up and doing your job. From level 2 to level 3, different games. 2 things. 1, build relationships with executives outside security. The CFO, the COO, the general counsel. They need to trust your judgment. 2, demonstrate business impact. Don't say we completed 50 vendor assessments. Say we reduced third-party risk exposure by 30%. Business outcomes, not activity. Timeline, 4 to 7 years from level 2 to level 3. Sometimes longer, sometimes never. Because not everyone wants level 3. The politics, the stress, the accountability, it's not for everyone, and that's okay. Let me show you the common mistakes people make. Mistake 1. Collecting certifications instead of building skills. CISSP, CISM, all the acronyms. They don't make you good at the job. Experience does. Don't spend 3 years getting 5 certifications. Spend that time doing excellent work. Mistake 2. Staying at level 1 too long because you're comfortable. If you've been a GRC analyst for 5 years, you're either at the wrong company or you're not pushing for growth. 2 to 4 years max at level 1. Then move up or move out. Small companies are different. If you work at a company with 200 employees, you might be the only security person. You'll do level 1 tasks, level 2 decisions, and level 3 strategy all at once. That's a generalist role. It's messy, but you learn everything fast. Look, GRC is one of the clearest career paths in cybersecurity. You can see the levels. You can see what each level does. You can see what it pays. Now you know the path. Level 1, you support projects. Level 2, you lead projects. Level 3, you own everything. 3 levels, clear progression, real money at every level. If you want help figuring out exactly where you sit on this path right now and what your next move should be, the first link in the description is where you start. At Excel Mind Cyber Institute, we work with people at every level of this career path. Whether you're trying to break into level 1 or make the jump from manager to director. Fill out the application and someone from our team will reach out. You'll also get daily tasks, personalized guidance, and the skills that actually land you a job. So if you're ready to turn your cybersecurity dreams into reality, check out the challenge in the description below. You got this. Now go build that GRC career.